The candle is lit. The fire fairies have been here. Join me today for a story. My name is Daisha and I'm from Apple Blossom. I have a story for you today about a little gnome. But first, let's hear from Wise Old Owl. Wise Old Owl sat in an oak. The more she heard, the less she spoke. The less she spoke, the more she heard. Why can't we all be like that wise old bird? Today I'm going to tell you the story, The Little Gnome Who Had to Stay Home. This is Little Gnome. And this is his cozy tree root home. But Little Gnome was confused. Why did he have to stay home? Didn't everyone know that little gnomes liked to roam? Little Gnome couldn't go to gnome school, and he couldn't play with his friends in the forest. And worst of all, he couldn't visit Grandfather Gnome in Limendore Woods. Little Gnome was impatient. He could see many things from the doorway of his cozy tree root home. The butterflies were fluttering. The flowers were blooming. And little rabbits came hopping by. But still, Little Gnome wondered when he would be free to roam. Mother Tree whispered, "Things are not as they used to be, but trust me, soon you will be free." So Little Gnome waited, and Little Gnome watched. He knew that he could trust Mother Tree, for she carried all the wisdom of the forest. The birds and the wind were her friends and messengers. He could hear the birds chirping in her branches when they came to say hello. Tweet, tweet, tweet. And he could feel the wind blowing and watch her branches blowing in the breeze. Sometimes he even had to close his door to keep the dust and the leaves from blowing in. Little Gnome waited, and Little Gnome trusted, and every day Mother Tree whispered, "Things are not as they used to be, but trust me, soon you will be free." So Little Gnome had to trust, and Little Gnome had to wait. Soon he knew he would be free once again to leave his home amongst the rocks and the tree roots. Soon he knew he would be free to roam in the beautiful forest. Little Gnome discovered that he could do many things right here at his cozy tree root home. Little Gnome could sing, and Little Gnome could dance. Little Gnome could paint and draw and turn somersaults across the floor. Little Gnome can dance, and Little Gnome can sing. Little Gnome can clean and cook and curl up with a picture book. Little Gnome can dance, and Little Gnome can sing. Little Gnome can finger knit and jump rope. Little Gnome can do almost anything. So Little Gnome waited, and Little Gnome trusted. He knew that soon he would be free to roam once again in the forest. The end. Moon and stars and sun Now our story's done. Goodbye, Fire Fairy.